On the first snap, here's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second down, Mayfield. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. You talk about this Titan defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda on to punt for the Bucs. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The Buccaneers at 6-2 to start play. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. Going right side is White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And they can't bring him down. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll go up the middle with White. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And this is good. Our score is 7-0 Tennessee. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. That's completed right side to Palmer.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to, and if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agreed totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
The slot man in motion right.
Warrior 70.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Okay, break. Cup 19, Cup 19. Shot alert, 3.
In motion, left goes Burks.
18, Pioneer. Top low, 18. Ready, right?
2nd down, here's Willis. Go to the right here and finding Burks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check match, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 79 Broncos.
Second down, here's Willis. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
10-11.
On third down, it's Willis. That is caught and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Check, man. Check, man. Check. Hurt.
Right back to the air again with Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Ready.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Set. Let's go.
Henry up the middle. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And the Titans first down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Willis headed left off the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
2nd and a couple. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Point it right.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Second down and 8.
Kings.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. Here's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to Trevon Wesco. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, go!
First and 10, it's Willis. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. Willis rushing into the line in a hurry here. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Third down, it's Willis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First and 10, Willis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Let's go now.
Second and 10.
Cougar 19. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
Now after the holding call, here's second and 20.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Check.
In motion, the tight end.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hurt. Hey, Crash.
In motion right, that's Burks.
79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 50, trap 50.
Willis looks to pass it here. Got his man, Okonkwo. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That was doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway. Unfortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Ready?
Back to throw, Willis. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. Down the left sideline. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. after the penalty. It's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
60 Bison. Warriors 70. Cut 19. Cut 19. 18. Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Tag. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Willis to throw on second. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Willis looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Folks' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's taken in by Palmer. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. And Mayfield just getting the play off. He completes it to Evans. And Evans will have a Bucs 1st down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mayfield now. This one taken in by Otten. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They go play action. Mayfield. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in here by Jackson. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Mayfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 15. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did get points on the board. Points is 3 points. And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
19 tight. 19 tight.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Hurry!
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A first down carry for Henry. Breaks through the contact. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Let's go now.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Willis now off play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On second down, here's Henry. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Willis on 3rd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Folks, kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. But just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
19. Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
Willis will look to throw it. Forced out to it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Malik Willis. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
21. Buccaneers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jackson. Second catch for him today. A little wind up for first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception. But playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing, Mayfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Trey Palmer from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. We're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And he is not going to go anywhere. We're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now Willis to throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he will have a Titans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Oh, some strong running. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed.